Why that is a goal, you might ask. You're like, Althea, you should be doing that anyways.
Please take your medicine.
When I was in university, it was really bad. I keep forgetting to. Even when I had it like set, I kept forgetting to. So I'm doing real good this year.
Not that I would have died in a sense like someone was going to get me.
Yeah.
But I think I would have been really stressed
Internally
the whole time and it would have been bad.
That's what she's saying.
Yeah, I think it would have been a bad time.
Hey, it's Althea.
And Maya.
And this is our podcast.
With our powers combined. In my head, I was waiting for the music.
I know, me too. I was like, welcome to episode 15.
That's crazy.
Episode 15. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Glad you made it.
We're so glad you're still here.
Yes.
I'm so glad that we're still here doing this. I didn't genuinely think that we would like give up halfway. Mm-hmm. But I am still mildly shocked by the fact that we're still going consistently.
Yeah.
I figured that our posting schedule would really quickly go out the window because we're both just so busy. So I'm amazed that we've been as consistent as we've been. And I'm like, look at us go.
Look at us go. There were bumps along the way, but you know what? God is so good and gracious to us because we're still here and we're still going. And kind of on time.
Even when the internet doesn't want us to.
Exactly. That's not my fault.
That episode was cursed.
That episode was cursed, but it's like one of the funnest episodes that we've filmed.
So again, thank you for being here. If you saw our most recent ones, you would know that we just celebrated 6 months of doing this, and we are so excited. We're going into August. I can't believe that we're in August.
We are
crazy. And we were kind of thinking that since we're more than 6 months deep at this point, maybe we should check in.
So this episode is called The Power of
Checking In.
Let's go. All right, what are we checking in on first and foremost?
Well, if you can remember back to a little month called January.
That was my rewind sound.
It was good. I liked it. I liked it. It was solid. In our second episode in January, we talked about the power of new beginnings because we wanted to talk about the fact that obviously it was the new year. Mm-hmm. And new year, new me, new resolutions. And we did say that we had some things that we were working on. So we thought it would be kind of funny to see how is that going? Are we liars? Are we achieving our goals? Are we somewhere in the middle? And kind of do a little check-in.
A little check-in, yes.
Also, go back and watch that episode because it was a really fun one. You should rewatch all of our episodes all the time because they're great.
You should.
Fun fact.
But that one is like really the very first ones that we've ever filmed. So it was fun. We had to like look back and listen to it so we can do this check-in and see, okay, are we actually on track with the things that we've set our goal in? So I can start.
Yeah.
I can start one of mine. I did 3 goals and I said, move my body. Number 2 is drink my medicine daily.
Let's go.
Number 3 is spend more time with the Lord more intentionally. And I would like to say the 2 of those 3 I'm doing really good at.
Is one of them taking your medicine every day?
Fortunately, yes.
Let's go.
Why that is a goal, you might ask. You're like, Althea, you should be doing that anyways.
Please take your medicine.
But when I was in university, it was really bad. I keep forgetting to. Even when I had it like set, I kept forgetting to. So I'm doing real good this year. I'd like to say that. And I'm doing real good with spending time with the Lord.
Hey.
And then moving my body is also good. I'm talking more about like intentionally moving my body, not just like I move my body all the time.
I'm always out here wiggling.
Exactly. But by June, when the summer hit and life hit, it was just like, it was harder to keep track of like my routine. So I'm trying to get back on that. That's why this check-in is actually really good. Because accountability. What do you know?
Accountability.
How about you?
I had 3 less cool goals than you had.
Like drinking my medicine is very cool, obviously.
That's like the coolest goal I could think of. My goals were to try something new. Not like there wasn't a specific of like try something new every week or something. It was just I wanted to be open to doing and trying new things. Both a joke and also serious was to eat more vegetables. Because I'm a bad vegetarian and I don't eat I don't eat enough vegetables, so I wanted to try and eat more. And then I had a specific workout goal, which was doing like increasing sit-ups.
Oh yes,
because it was specific that I wanted to do, so that by the end of the year, I would be doing on the last day of the year, I would do 60. For all of December, I would do 60 sit-ups every day. I think I'm doing pretty good about trying new things. I made a joke that my blue eyeliner was going to become my whole personality, and I'm not going to lie, I do still wear it. Not as often, usually because I'm running late in the morning and I don't want to take the time to put on my cool blue eyeliner. And I also realized that I'm currently out of makeup wipes or makeup remover. So if I do my makeup bad, I can't take it off. It just lives on my face now forever. So I've been a little as in that. But I do feel like in general, I've been doing new things, putting myself out there. I moved. So I think that definitely counts as doing something new. Yes. I'm in a whole different town, in a whole different building.
That is true.
So that's like so new.
I see you daily, so it doesn't feel like you're like in a whole different town.
I'm in a whole different town.
She did move to a whole different town.
I'm 20 minutes away from my former town. We should acknowledge that for a second. Yeah. I never went on the speed dating, which I think is a good thing, because I think I would have. I think so too. Not that I would have died in a sense like someone was going to get me. Yeah. But I think I would have been really stressed the whole time. And it would have been bad. That's
what she's saying.
Yeah, I think it would have been a bad time in my heart and soul. So I'm glad I didn't do that. I do think I've been eating more vegetables.
Nice. I'm so proud of you.
I think I've been very intentioned with my meal prep. And I do think I realized that the 2 vegetables I was about to list, one of them is debatably not a vegetable because I was going to say tomatoes. But I think I've gone through like 2 or 3 cartons of tomatoes almost like every month.
Look at that.
Is pretty good. I'm doing it. I just finished off my entire bag of spinach.
Let's go.
So I'm definitely eating more vegetables. I 100% forgot about the sit-ups for a while. Like I made it, I think like 3, I think it was at least until April. And then I was doing something. I truly don't recall what it was, but all of a sudden, I think it was my mom. She was like, "How are your sit-ups going?" And I was like, "My what?" Like, what do you 100% forgot. 100% forgot. That the cool thing about them is I can start doing them again, literally whenever I want.
Exactly. To now.
Let's pause the recording. I'm gonna get down.
No, in terms of accountability, though, I have been seeing you eat more vegetables, and your meal plans had more vegetables in it. So
we literally had lunch the other day, and you saw my tomatoes and my cucumbers in there.
Yeah,
I'm doing
and it wasn't just goldfish. So
there were more than a few times last year where my lunch was a handful of goldfish. This is a true fact about me, unfortunately. I'm not proud of this. But I had I had pizza for lunch and I had spinach on it today.
Nice. Look at that. So we're doing pretty good, I would say.
2 out of 3 is pretty solid, I would say. That's a passing grade.
Yes, it is. I was gonna ask. So we talked about like new beginnings before.
Yes.
And I think it's so interesting how you can always have a new beginning.
Yes.
And so I was wondering if you have any like new thing in your life at this point of the year. Anything that maybe you're looking forward to, or anything that, or maybe it's not something new. It's just some something like in the check-in, you're like, oh yeah, like the sit-ups. Like,
yeah.
oh yeah, let me like revamp that and kind of get back on track.
I think something that came out of moving is because this is a smaller place than my old one, which I'm actually like stoked about for a lot of reasons. One of which being I'm a bad cleaner. I like things clean and I like things organized, but when the space is too big, I'm like, it can no longer be organized. It's too big. So now that my place is smaller, I've been trying very intentionally to keep up like regular maintenance. Like obviously you throw away trash. You're like, duh. Like stuff like that gets done. But I am so notorious for being like, well, I can just close that door. I can just like shut that cupboard and you don't have to see the fact that you can attest right now, if you look in my room, my bed is made.
It is made.
It is made. My bed is made. I've been trying really hard, like not since the beginning of the year. I think I did say at the beginning of the year that I, like just to myself and like others, that I was like, yeah, I want to try and have my life a little bit more organized and I want to be like a better steward of like the things that I have. And I feel like I was having like mixed results. And I feel like moving kind of created like a reset of like, okay, I can do this, where I am making my bed every morning, where I'm routinely, instead of trying to like be on a really strict chore chart of like, on this day I do this and this day I do this. It's just like, if it pops into my head of like, oh, I should I should wipe down the mirror, it's getting kind of dirty, I stop right then and there and I like actually do it. Instead of saying this weekend will be my clean day, I'm like, I'm just going to do it right now. And I've been trying to make that more my habit. And it's only been like 3 months. And I do feel like it has genuinely been like working, and it's been something that I've been more accountable to. And I like intentionally told my mom, like, Mom, I'm going to try and do this. So she'll ask me like, how's your house looking? And I'm like, it's good. Or I'm like, I have a dish in the sink right now. I have a stack of dishes. But right now I do not have a stack of dishes. I have dishes drying. Again, you can attest, you're in my house. So that's been something like new that I've been trying to like start. And I think it's been going pretty well. It's certainly not perfect, but better than normal.
Better than no progress at all. So
what about you? Are you doing something new?
For me, not necessarily. I think I still have the same goals, really. But one of the things that I've just started like this month, actually, it's more like regaining focus. It's taking away unnecessary things and trying to be a more intentional just about life in general. Sorry, excuse me. So I think that's something that I'm like becoming instead of like, it's still new. Like, but it's not like a thing. Does that make sense? Like, it's not like a tangible, like, oh yeah, this is it. But I think it's more like taking away distractions, taking away carelessness from my life and my own mindset, and just trying to be more intentional about everything. So
I like that you usually have like an introspective, or like you have like more of like a personal growth goal. And I always have I just need to get my real life in order. Like, you're always like, I think my soul could be refreshed. And I'm like, I think I should do my laundry more often.
Which I think we should. I also could learn from Maya, you know?
Just my goals are never about my personal growth. My goals are like, I should probably like physically do something. And you're like, I think that's fun about us. This is a real with our powers combined moment.
It is with our powers combined.
Just realizing that I'm like, I think I've been cleaning my house more, and you're like, I'm refocusing my life, and I'm like, your goal sounds better. I think I wanna roll the tape back.
Hey, it's not that mine is better. I just want to say I think it's just a different like season of life, because I still live with like my family, so a lot of the things just get, you know,
that's true,
get fixed together. So yeah, like shout out to my mom for cooking, like, you know, like things like that. So
that's true.
I guess that's why I'm not like thinking about, oh yeah, I should do this, or which I should. My siblings can tell me I could do it more, but
All of your siblings
exactly.
commenting.
It's like, oh, go wash the dishes right now. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Let me just do my introspective planning right now. No, but yeah, that's something new.
Powerful. I love that. I have a question.
Yes.
Is there any goal? Like, because I know that in the initial one, we listed 3 things that we like intentionally wanted to pursue. Is there any goal that you had been kind of thinking about, like toying with, maybe I want to do this year, that you went, no, that's not for this year. That's not for this time?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I have a goal that I would love to get to this year, but I didn't really, I don't know why, but I didn't really like say, oh, I should absolutely like get to it this year. But one of them is really honing in my craft more. When I say that, it's like with music or with like art in general, like filming, photography, stuff like that, but really more with music, songwriting. I'm like, I love to do it, but also I need to put time for it. I need to set aside time for it, but I just don't. And it's a mixture of fear and also just not having enough time. So
makes sense.
Yeah. How about you? Is there any goals that you have?
There is, but it's like a dumb one.
Me saying songwriting and she's saying again, it's dumb. It's not dumb. There are no dumb goals.
Because you're like, I want to hone my craft. Like, I want to get better at like my passion and like the things that I want to pursue. I was thinking I want to like cook more.
Hey, that's also honing a craft.
Like,
that's honing a skill.
Like, I was thinking that I wanted to like try new recipes. Because I live alone. If I don't cook, I don't eat.
Yeah.
So I do cook pretty often. And I don't like spending money on just going out and like ordering food. So I do cook pretty consistently, but I really have the same, like, I don't know, 8 meals on rotation. So I was thinking about like wanting to try more. I did do one thing. I made the macaroni salad was like something that I've had the recipe for a while that I made, but there was kind of an in the back of my head of like, maybe this will be the year that like I'll try doing like cooking more, or I'll like, you know, it doesn't have to happen, but if it did, that would be cool. You know, I already have a goal of eat more vegetables, so maybe I'll get like fancy. Yeah. And then I was like, I think I'm going to put my energy into other things. Yeah. Like, just, I think part of that financial and part of it being like, oh, the time that I have, I'm like, maybe I should spend my time cooking the dish that I know how to make. And I know is like, I put the rice cooker on and then I can walk away and like do other things. Maybe that's the season that I'm in right now. I'm not going to overcomplicate things.
Yeah. It's like, how do we get like a big goal, like something that looks big, into like practical steps? Like practical tiny steps to actually get us there. Yeah. I think that's always hard to do.
And I think also for me, I'm a person in general who I have a lot of ideas. And it's not that I struggle with the execution, I struggle with the motivation.
You're right.
I'm usually pretty good at executing a plan once I finally get around to actually executing the plan.
Yeah.
So I think because I am in this season attempting so many new things and trying really hard to build intentional habits, I think it felt like, again, we talked about this in the New Beginnings episode, that you can start something new literally whenever you want to. So could I say starting tomorrow, I'm going to try cooking new things? Absolutely. Tomorrow would be kind of a dumb time to start because I'm going on vacation soon. So that would be silly to buy a bunch of groceries and then be gone. But I think in the scheme of where I am right now, there's other habits that I'm trying to build. And I'm like, I already know this is a place that I struggle. So I'm not going to make it harder for myself to succeed by adding something else into the mix.
Right. That's good. Write that down.
Hey, you at home, take
write
notes.
That down. If you want to change your life, write whatever Maya said right now. No, like finding that, like knowing your priorities and knowing when to start a habit and when to actually also stop it. Like, I think just mind mapping that in your own life, looking at the habits that are good and looking at the habits that are not working for you or not efficient, and just checking in, evaluating your own personal life or whatever it is, whether it's introspective or what Maya says, like cooking more. Go ahead and do it because it's really good for you. And I'm also just realizing it's really good for us now that we're doing this because it's accountability. Mm-hmm. And I think that's one of the things that we were just talking about is sometimes it's hard to be accountable with each other, but also just for yourself. Can you maybe talk about like how you've kept yourself accountable? Maybe if it's just by yourself or maybe another person helping you out.
Yeah, I know my own like personal times where like accountability worked and accountability different. Accountability didn't. And I think one of the like huge things that really makes or breaks whether or not accountability works is whether or not you actually want it. Because there's definitely been times where I'm like, I don't actually know if I want to be held accountable. So I was like, yeah, keep me accountable.
Yeah.
I'm never going to talk to you again. Yeah. I'm going to avoid you in public so I don't have to be accountable to you. And then times where it was a goal that I had very like intention and I would tell people like, hey, I mean it, call me out on this. Which I was like, because you know me, I love to research. So I was researching like accountability because I was actually just looking for like statistics of like how well does accountability actually work? Like, you know, is accountability something that we just think is really cool, but like most people fail at or that most people succeed at? And while I was in that research, I found a list of things that people talked about, like experts in management, experts in like people who work with like sobriety and like AA and things like that of like what actually makes accountability work. And these like experts were saying that the lists of things that you need, let me pull it up, is saying that it requires participation, evaluation, transparency, and regular feedback. So this means that accountability is achieved first and foremost when a goal actually exists, when there's somewhere you're trying to get, and ownership is delegated when you actually know what the role is that you're playing in this accountability.
Right.
When there's a transparent evaluation, when you're actually saying, hey, you're doing well or you aren't. And also transparency on both ends is if I'm lying to you, it's not going to work. Right. Or if when I come to you with my stuff, good or bad, and you don't really acknowledge it, it's not going to go anywhere. And there has to be regular like feedback or like consequence. Again, not even like good or bad necessarily, like not like, and here's your,
it's just a consequential thing that happens.
Yeah, because if I come to you and I'm saying like something super innocuous of like, I want to eat more vegetables. And you're like, oh, how's it been going? And I'm go, it's not. And you go, And then that's it. Then you didn't actually keep me accountable in any capacity.
Right.
So like having those things established matter. And knowing that now, looking back on different like relationships and mentorships that I had, I can definitely see that the places where I was most held accountable was when all of those things were in place. When I was honest, when the other person knew what I wanted from them, when I had a clear like outcome of what I wanted from this. And even being like, hey, if I don't do this, like I need you to say something, like we need to have discussion, or the other person saying, hey, I'm going to call you out on this. Yeah. Because you said you're trying to do this. Yeah. That was when it was most successful, which, you know, it makes sense. It checks out.
It works well when two things actually work well together.
Who knew?
With our powers combined.
Ayo.
I don't think I was just like thinking about like as we were talking about accountability, if I've ever had like a full on like accountability partner in like life in general. I've had like, oh, let's be accountable for one another. Like when my college roommate and I were in college, well, when my college roommate and I were in college, we said, hey, let's get up in the morning at 7 a.m. and go to the gym, because we had like the gym, it was free. And so we held each other accountable, but we also held each other accountable when we were like, okay, yeah, this is not gonna work, because our schedules don't work anymore.
Yeah.
So like being honest is always good. It's always key.
Yeah.
So,
and that's also the thing, is I know that like within Christianity, like accountability partners always feel like really, really intense.
Right.
Of like, and usually it's like, you're in sin and I'm going to hold you accountable to like make sure that like you don't fall into greater sin, is like usually the way that
it feels framed. Heavy all the time.
But like literally exactly what you said, my roommate and I did the exact same thing in college. Is we were trying to regularly go to the gym, and we said, okay, it's literally exact same scenario. We're like, it's free. Why would we not go? So we would go, there was like a night chapel service, and we would intentionally go to it, and we keep each other accountable for it, being like, we're both going to wear our gym clothes.
Yeah. So because that we're going to go right after.
We're already in our gym clothes.
Right.
And we're not going to let the other person walk past the gym.
Yeah.
We're going to go in and we're going to work out for at least 15 minutes. And then we're going to go inside and we're going to treat ourselves to an episode of New Girl.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That was our routine. And it was obviously very lighthearted, but there was 100% times where we'd be leaving and we'd all be talking to friends.
Yeah.
And we would start to walk past the gym.
And like,
there would be that moment where I would be like, hey, we said we were going to go to the gym. And she'd be like, oh, you're right. And we would walk in, or she would do the same to me. She'd be like, Maya, are we going to the gym? And I'd be like, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to, but yes.
And we're like, okay, fine. Or even same roommate, we did that with Bible time, where we said Wednesday mornings for one semester. Actually, we did it for a whole year. Is both of us had like a late start to our Wednesday mornings. So we said, okay, we're going to go to the caf together. We're both going to do our Bible time, and we're going to do it together but separate. Like we're both going to get our breakfast, and we're both going to sit there, and we're going to set a timer, and we're going to do our Bible time. And after, we're going to share like what were you reading? What was like a thought you had? Which meant like, hey, I have to actually do it, because in 30 minutes I have to talk about it.
Hey, also that's like something that's helpful. Like if you didn't catch it, it's like setting the timer. It's like getting together, it's setting the timer, it's knowing you have a goal, like another goal for your goal. Like, so doing small things like that will help you like actually get to the goal.
And in both of our scenarios, it wasn't a formal I am coming to you with a petition. It was literally like friends being like, hey, I want to do this.
Right.
Will you like literally be a friend and support me in this? And it can be that easy. It's even why we wanted to call this like the power of a check-in, not necessarily the power of like accountability, because accountability, again, it gets this like rap of like, I'm in trouble, and you're like, or this weird pressure of like, it is all on me to keep you in line. Right. Which can feel really unbalanced. But like a check-in is just when you and your friend are together. And when they say, oh, how are you doing? You actually answer.
Exactly.
Like, obviously read the room. Like you're in a super fun, you're driving on your way to like the movie theaters, and when you're 5 minutes away, they go, so how have you been? And you go, I'm really going through it. That might not be the moment. But that could be one to say, honestly, it's been hard, but like, well, let's set up a time and where I can like get more into it. 'Cause it's kind of been a lot. But at that time, you're getting lunch, you're going to hang out for like 2 hours.
Have fun and actually enjoy the things first, and then talk about it
with a trusted friend. And they say, hey, how are you doing? Share. Like that's how we talked about that in the very first episode. That's how relationships get deeper. It is taking, again, it's a weird word to use, but like taking advantage of those moments to say, I'm literally being handed an opportunity to go deeper and to really check in and to share and to have someone like keep me like a buoy to where I want to be. Why would I not take it?
Exactly.
Because I'm scared? Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. I love that you took us into this, because I was just going to share also that I've had a time where my friend and I had an accountability thing where we're like, okay, when you're actually going through something really hard, like you can call. Like I feel like a lot of people say, yeah, you can call me.
Yeah.
You can like text me and like call me anytime, text me anytime.
Call me, beat me.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. I'll answer. But if we don't take that as like, oh yeah, I can actually really call you. If we both did not take that, I don't think when I went through the hard times, I wouldn't have called her.
Yeah.
But because I did, and it was hard, let me tell you, like at the moment when I was going through it and I was like, yeah, I need to call someone and I need to call my friend. And I did. It was really hard. And I was like, will they answer? Will they not? Like, if they do, what do I do? Like, if they don't, what do I do?
Yeah.
So, but you have to take the step into that vulnerability. Although it's scary, at the end of the day, it will help you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's for your good.
Yeah. A check-in, even just a casual check-in, there's so much like catharsis in just sharing what's going on and inviting people in to like your world and your circumstance. I know that like here in the US, we have such a hyper like individualistic like society, and it's funny. It isn't about like checking in, but I feel like I see so many people complaining online about like there's no community anymore. Like there's no community. Like what happened to the village kind of thing, like that mindset. And it's so funny because I think I saw like a bajillion of these, and I finally saw someone respond where they're like, you won't go talk to your neighbors.
Exactly.
Like you don't, not even like to ask them for something. You don't say hi to them when you pass them in the hall. Yeah. Like when the checkout person asks you, do you need any help getting your bags to your car? You go, I've got it. And you carry all 15 bags by yourself. Like we have really made it very challenging to ask for help. And it's so weird because almost every other culture in the world is okay with it. Like, but in the US, it's like, no. Yeah. You can't.
Yeah. I think we've really wanted ourselves feeling like we can do everything alone. Feeling like, oh yeah, I don't need your help. Or the mentality sometimes of like, are they actually being nice or are they being weird and creepy? Yeah. Like that line sometimes I think is hard for people now to be sensitive to. Yeah. Because we've kind of like desensitized ourselves with like that kind of culture of just like, no, I'm not gonna have help from anybody. Yeah. And then it just goes, okay, like nobody needs my help or nobody will accept my help. So then we also won't accept other people's help.
Yeah. And it's gets this weird like catch-22 of like, yes, it is good to have independence. It is good to be capable of completing a task by yourself. Yeah. Like that is good. But you don't have to do everything by yourself. Yeah. And we can start to fall into this trap of like, well, no, I have to be able to do it by myself. And I can't ask for help because then that means that I can't really do it by myself. But also like sometimes you need help. Yeah. And that's okay. That's like not a sign of weakness. Like that's what we're supposed to do. We're meant to be in community. We're meant to be surrounded by others. But community's only as strong as you let it be. Yeah. So going back to check-ins, if your community is just sending memes in the group chat, are you having fun? Do you feel like connected? Probably. But at some point, you got to be able to tell someone how you're really doing. And even, again, it doesn't have to be a negative. It can be exciting. Like that moment of, people always say, oh, if you're in a crisis at 3 a.m, do you have someone to call? If I just got the best news of my life, do I have someone to call? Yes. Like, do I have someone who I can share with, who I don't have to worry about, oh, they're going to be mad at me or they're going to feel jealous? Like to be able to say, guess what's happening? Yes. And share and be open about like the good things in your life is also important. There are fun check-ins. Yeah. Not all check-ins are like exactly big, scary, like, oh no, I gotta check in. Sometimes they're just good. Yeah. And I think on the other side of that, when you actually receive a call and it's like happy and it's for a celebration, one of my friends called me and they just gave me good news. Just because I was like, that was like one of the happiest moments of my life. I was like, yes, let's go. Like
praise Jesus, because it was such a good news. But I was like, oh, we can absolutely do calls like that where we don't have to be like, it doesn't have to be 2 hours. It doesn't have to be 30 minutes. It could be a quick 3-minute call. I'll talk to you later. Yeah. Like, I just wanted to tell you this. So like, don't hesitate. I think there's a little bit of we get hesitant to call people out of, which I get it, out of respect and out of like consideration. Yeah. But also sometimes it's good to break the rules that we have, quote unquote rules, right? Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead, like call people just because you have good news. Call them if you need help. Yeah. Yeah, don't hold yourself back.
And also, like, while you're checking in, like, with others, seeing how they're doing, sharing how you're doing, also, like, take time to check in with yourself. Mm-hmm. Like, I know it's so cliche, but there's a reason the advice is always given. Like, journal, write how you're doing, like, share where you want your progress. I love doing that. I'm a horrendous journaler. I'm so bad at like maintaining a diary schedule, but I keep all of my journals and I love going through and seeing, wow, where was I a year ago? Yeah. Where was I 4 months ago? And just kind of collect and see where my headspace is at, and to go, wow, I still feel that way, positive, and go, look at me. Or going, man, I'm still feeling like really negative about that, which also then sometimes lets me know it's time for me to reach out to someone else. Right. Either to share like, hey, I've been ruminating on this idea of a career change and it still fills me with total excitement and joy. I want to bring other people in and say, I've been thinking about this and I think it might be time for a next step. Or the reverse, to go, man, I really have been feeling anxious about this situation and I don't think it's just in my head. I want to bring people in for advice. Especially if you're an overthinker and you're like, I got to do everything by myself. That's a great way to go, hey, I think I've extended all my options. I think it's time for me to reach out to someone else.
And I'm also just going to speak for myself. I say all of this like in our conversation, knowing full well that these are the things that I also struggle with. Yes. Like we talk about this because we go through it. We're not judging people saying, oh yeah, you don't like get help from other people. I am a person who is like really struggling to ask people for help, even for simple things. Because I was like, that's simple, I could just do that. Like even this morning, just like getting things out of my car, I was just gonna do it myself, but somebody asked like, would you like help? And I hesitated for a second, but I was like, sure, yes. And I was like, perfect. So I just want to let you know that you're not alone in that. Like we're all in a process and in progress of like learning things and learning how to be accountable for ourselves and with other people. So don't feel discouraged.
No. As we shared at the beginning, we're only hitting 2 out of 3 of our goals. We've only maintained 2 out of 3. We're not perfect. Yeah. And it's okay if, whether with your New Year's resolutions, if you're like, they're gone, they're scattered to the wind. It's okay if in life you need help. It's okay if you just want to share things with people. Like check in with people. Give yourself grace. Give yourself so much grace in the process. Because again, accountability gets a really bad rap for like, we're here to shame you for the fact that you can't do it perfect. Accountability is meant to say, hey, open and honest communication. Yeah. We need support. And there's nothing wrong with needing support.
No, not at all. And I was just going to say that you got to just open yourself up. I think that's the key, is let yourself be vulnerable and open yourself up to things that are uncomfortable to you. It may be to a lot of people that I don't know why my voice is coming up. It comes down to being open and vulnerable to people and to like what you said earlier, to the level that you want to be open to, or to the level that you want people to open up to you. You've got to let yourself open up. Okay, I've tracked it. You have to get out of your discomfort and like in comparison, when you're comparing yourself to people, it might seem like they're doing big things, but your big might look small in comparison to them. Stop like looking at looking at it that way, because your big thing is a big thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying do not belittle that. That's what I wanted to say.
I feel personally called out.
Thank you. Yeah, don't get like, I know I also get caught in it when comparing myself to people, but like your big thing is a big thing. Don't belittle it. Your small step is a step. We call it a small step because it's something, but really it is a step. You know, don't belittle the things that you're going through. Don't belittle your progress. You're doing great. You're doing really great.
You're doing great.
You're doing great. Yeah.
I believe in you.
We believe in you.
We believe in
With
you.
Our powers combined, we can do life together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that has been the power of checking in.
Check in with yourself. You can check in the comments. Like I said, if you want to share about any goals that you've been succeeding in, or places where maybe you need a little extra support. If you have people that you like to go to for your check-ins, share. You can even talk a little bit about what that experience has been like, the way that you figured out how to rely on people. Or if you're still, this could be your place of accountability to say, I'm still struggling letting people in, but I'm working on it. You know, put it out there.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be in the comments. Like, as Maya said, journal it down.
Absolutely.
Like, really, it's helpful for you. We really just want to like give you space as well to think about your life.
Yeah.
And think about where you're at and maybe how to move forward.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let us know. Like, comment, subscribe.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
You can review our podcast if you're listening on Spotify.
Hey, put on that 5 stars.
I think that's actually the only option. It's so weird. I think you can only give 5 stars.
With our powers combined, it's only 5 stars. So follow us at wopc.podcast on all social media platforms.
Probably.
Maybe soon, hopefully. But yeah,
you can email us.
Yes, you can email us your questions.
You can share this with your friends. Let all the cool people know that you're listening to our super cool podcast.
Yeah. Check in with your friends. While you're checking in, why don't you share the link?
Share the link and say, hey, I've been meaning to talk to you about something.
Hey, have you been doing good?
I heard this podcast and it reminded me that I should check in on my friends.
All right, you guys. This has been your host, Althea.
And your host, Maya.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye. I always forget what it sounds like.
Me too.